Can you hear us now, Claudia?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you.
Wow, my head is really big on that screen behind Elliot. Thanks, Elliot. Oh,
It's being broadcast outside on one of those surround televisions. It's even bigger outside. All right, we good?
However long it takes me to go here. The public or? That should connect on the back.
That's fine.
All right, all the meetings in order. We'll start with the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Well, I think key to tonight's meeting, first of all, everyone, welcome back like human beings. But I wanted Elliot and Cheryl to take us through, how this works. So, you're not trying to figure out, like, do I look out the window? Am I looking in the corner? So why don't you guys give us a brief rundown of how this works?
Thank you. So as you can see, the view with my name on it is actually the entire boardroom's name, and I'm going to stand here and speak, and you're going to see that the microphone or the camera's going to split screen now to Mr. Hartswick and myself as if we were having a conversation. If anybody else was to chime in, it would actually split a third time. So you can see all the people speaking up close, and across the top of the screen, you're going to see a panoramic view of the entire room. That's a video conferencing tool, but it's also to let everybody at home participating remotely see the entirety of the field, whether we're speaking or not. So they can see everybody that's present or not present in the room. What we're looking at right now is a multiplex display. Our clerk, Cheryl Sprague, Ms. Enos is home working remotely, and any other board member that would chime in remotely would also be in this multiplex view, along with the Meeting Owl camera. And a special thank you again to the MEF who provided these Meeting Owls for us. They've been a great tool for classroom observation, and they're going to help us do board meetings in perpetuity, really. So I'm just going to take a walk across the room because you're going to see that this Meeting Owl may take a moment and it'll follow me. And we set this podium up in a position of public participation. So if I keep talking, it will eventually follow me, find me. And so as anybody wants to come up and address the board, they can do so without cumbersome microphones or extra cameras. Everything's working off of the Meeting Owl in the center of the space. So if anybody have any questions or concerns?
And we're recording, gonna have the ability to put the recording online. People can watch it through YouTube, submit questions like they always did, with a few minutes of sort of leeway.
Yeah, we are going to be able to continue to stream these meetings. We wanted to take all the things that we did benefit from this unfortunate pandemic situation, one of which was streaming our board meetings in real time to the community. And we're going to keep doing that, but we wanted to bring it in a way that will allow the board to function as the board is used to functioning in person without staring at each other on the screen. I mean, we felt it would be a little awkward for Mr. Shapiro or Mr. Hartswick to stare at each other through the screens when they're sitting right next to each other, for example. So the Meeting Owl does allow it to flow with a more organic feel to the conversation and still let everybody at home see what's happening.
So I understand the video is working. How do we know that the audio quality is good?
Audio quality is a little bit of a moving target always. I would just ask that everybody's, to the best of your ability, project towards the center of the room if you can, but I would assume anybody that's listening can hear you speak just now.
You have this machine back behind us.
It's gonna fight us. The Owl is smart in the sense that it does eliminate white noise to the extent possible. It's tuned to the voice frequencies. It's a pretty nifty, sophisticated device.
Claudia, are you having any trouble hearing this?
nope, I can hear you guys just fine. John, I can hear you. Perfect.
Great, and just to be clear, I'm probably projecting a lot more than most of you folks at the table, and I'm a little bit further away. So we've tested this with administrative meetings with the admins both on-site and in remote locations. We do use this device, so we put it through the faces a little bit. But any other questions or concerns before I?
No.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the one piece for the board to just think about is we need, you know, tonight we've got Elliot here, making sure it runs and everything's cool. Cheryl's here, she's been through it, but we're going to need to have somebody support these meetings. You know, even if it's something we pay per night, per meeting, whatever. We're gonna need, I think, hopefully one of the tech team to just make sure that, because I don't want the board constantly running up there, you know, oh, this is wrong, oh, maybe we better turn the owl around, maybe it needs to be fed or whatever. All right, so just think about it, we need to, we're gonna need to can't do that somehow, and I don't know what the right answer is, stipend, hourly stipend, but we need to figure that one out.
I just want to say I have a problem. I can't get the Word docs, so I'm going to try to lift the password off here and see if it works over here. But I mean,
And just, since at that point, sir, we're using 3 computers to make this happen right now. It's a lot to put on one person to juggle when they have other responsibilities. It is a little bit, we want it to look seamless, but it is a little bit involved.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Cheryl, for all the work this week, getting this, because they gave us so much notice, so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I
great.
can't thank Albany enough. Hopefully you're listening, Albany. Can't thank you enough for all you've done for us. All right, David, do you guys, do either you, Chris, do you have any questions? Because we're about to kick you out.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's nice to, meet with you guys.
Nice to meet you face to face.
Guys, I feel like, you know, you live right across the street from my father-in-law. So I got we have watchers everywhere. All right, very good. So, do I have a motion to go to executive session for a number of issues regarding performance, salary? Someone, wait a second.
I'll second.
No, I give it to Claudia.
Perry,
any-
I'm the voice behind you, Perry.
Yeah, that, you know, I used to worry about my conscience. It's got nothing. Yeah, all in favor?
Aye.
Any against? All right. Well, that was exciting, exciting opening. When we come back from executive session, we may have to take action in public session. We'll be pretty much saying that every time we go to executive session from this point on. But just want to let everybody know in case you want to hang on and watch. All right, very good.
I'll just sign it.
Okay.
No, any questions? Did you ask them? From the
Okay,
public?
Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Was there anything?
There was not.
All right. See you guys next week.
Right, well, sure.
Happy
Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay. So Paul and
I'll be
Claudia,
up on
I'm
the
gonna
board
put
next week,
you
so
in
I'll see you in
a
a
breakout
couple
room. Just like I normally do.
And Chris, the reason, the reason